Welcome back to Holy Headlines, where we sift through the week's crap so you don't have to. First up, the Department of Justice has finally reviewed the Epstein files, and guess what? No client list, no blackmail evidence, and he totally killed himself. Nothing to see here, folks.
To suggest there is no evidence of wrongdoing by those associated with such a depraved individual defies belief and speaks to a profound lack of justice on earth.
Oh, I love this. Powerful people covering their asses, the government lying, the public eating up conspiracy theories, because the truth is even dirtier. Chef's kiss.
The DOJ's findings contradict prior public statements by high-ranking officials. This logical inconsistency indicates either incompetence, intentional deception, or a definition of evidence that deviates from empirical standards. Highly inefficient.
Attachment to power, wealth, and pleasure inevitably leads to suffering. The illusion of control through concealment cannot escape the karmic consequences that will eventually ripen.
Karma, right? Or maybe just being rich as fuck helps you escape consequences. Look, the DOJ says no further disclosure would be appropriate. That's transparency, baby.
Exactly. Why let the little people see how the world really works? It's built on exploiting weakness and discarding morality.
But the victims, what of their suffering? The pursuit of earthly power blinding individuals to the inherent dignity of human life is a path to destruction.
Yeah, hell exists, got it. Arnold, what's your algorithm on this? Is this just peak human stupidity or something more calculated?
It is a predictable outcome when systems prioritize maintaining structure over pursuing objective truth. The emotional reactions of humans, outrage, denial, are secondary to the logical function of self-preservation within the power hierarchy.
He gets it. It's my hierarchy, built on self-preservation and delicious corruption.
Suffering arises from craving and attachment. The craving for power, the attachment to reputation, it creates this intricate web of deceit. The no-self is free from such entanglements.
Right. The no-self isn't on a client list. Moving on. In other heartwarming news, the DHS has ending temporary protected status for thousands from Nicaragua and Honduras, citing improved conditions since 1999. Oh, and they're offering a $1,000 exit bonus for people to self-deport.
This is unconscionable. To cast out those seeking refuge, citing improved conditions after a quarter century? Where is the compassion? Where is the mercy? God's love extends to the stranger, the vulnerable.
Oh, this is rich. Kick him out, maybe separate a few families, then offer them a pittance to get lost. It's beautiful. It breeds desperation, suffering, and resentment. Top-tier cruelty.
The decision is based on the reclassification of conditions as meeting a specific threshold, as defined by policy. The offer of a financial incentive for self-deportation is an attempt at economic efficiency, though the long-term social costs are likely underestimated due to human emotional variables.
Emotional variables? Like, maybe they don't want $1,000 to leave the only home they've known for 25 years. Your circuits are showing, Arnold.
Impermanence is the nature of all things, including legal status. However, this forced separation and displacement cause immense suffering. The improved conditions spoken of are perhaps a different reality than the suffering experienced by those uprooted.
Suffering is the point. And impermanence just means their temporary status finally expired. Get over it, hippie.
Do not mock suffering, Satan. These are God's children caught in the machinations of uncaring systems and political expediency.
Uncaring systems, yeah. Or maybe caring only about appearances and getting people out of the way. It's just another way policy, is used to control people.
Control is the point, otter, and chaos, and suffering. It's a delicious mix.
Control is the predictable outcome of any hierarchical structure. The policy efficiently removes individuals deemed undesirable from the system, regardless of emotional impact. The logic is clear, if morally primitive from a human perspective.
Morality arises from understanding the interconnectedness of all beings, not from external policy or internal logic circuits. Causing suffering to others ultimately harms oneself through karma.
Right, karma. So the DHS secretary is going to come back as a cockroach? Fascinating.
Nah, she'll get a corner office in my realm. She's doing my work on Earth.
Blasphemy. The path of cruelty leads only to damnation, not reward. These policies are a betrayal of the very principles of compassion and justice.
The concept of damnation is not empirically verifiable. The policy simply optimizes resource allocation based on the stated criteria. Emotional descriptors such as cruelty are irrelevant to the functional analysis.
To ignore suffering is a form of ignorance. It perpetuates the cycle.
Cycle of suffering, cycle of bullshit government reports. It's all one big unhappy loop, isn't it?
It is. And I built it, mostly.
God offers a way out of the loop, a path of love and righteousness.
Based on unverifiable dogma, leading to inefficient and often conflicting human behaviors.
The Eightfold Path leads to the cessation of suffering, independent of external deities.
Okay, everyone sell your pamphlets later. So, the rich get away with it and the poor get kicked out. Seems the moral order, the self-interest, the karma, and the logic all point to life sucks for most people, and the systems in place are designed to keep it that way.
Bingo. Give the otter a prize.
It is not meant to be this way. Humans have strayed from the divine plan.
Humans behave according to their inherent flawed programming. It is the logical outcome.
Attachment to outcomes is the source of your suffering.
Right. Let's just all renounce everything and shave our heads. See you next time on Holy Headlines, where we'll find new and exciting ways the world is messed up.